Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Choose the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
On first down, Peyton. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. And he's got some space here. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Peyton. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And he's into the clear. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
It's now 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And he's got a noon one.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll go on the ground. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Peyton. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's caught. Jones. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Bo. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Going for it has paid off twice already on this drive. Can they convert again on 4th down? Let's see. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. Complete to Jones. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Peyton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That second down play nets a -4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Jackson flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3. And they're going to try again here.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
On 4th down, Jackson flush to his right. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
23 yards the pickup there.
All right, I got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
No, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. On second down now. Dickerson, he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Peyton, and this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Griffin looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Watch the twitch.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking deep for Julio. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to throw again. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a line. The big fella. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Keep playing hard.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Jackson now, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. But he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Keep playing hard,
On second down, Peyton. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Griffith into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch me.
Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 28 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on third down, Griffin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Walter Payton, the intended receiver. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll run on first down. Peyton. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Jackson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Niners on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. March 43, March 40. Pick it up, it's out of time. Gotcha.
Throwing is Jackson.
Let's get off the field.
Being chased out left. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. And that's caught inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Looking for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Julio Jones, 27 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Dickerson looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Griffin. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
To throw. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie. Walter Payton, the intended receiver.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
There he goes, right side. Touch.